y'all? What's up? What's up? No, I don't have it together. No, I'm playing. I do. I just wanted to say hi. We are about to do a card, pull a card, a message. Which card? I don't know. I might pull one from each deck. To be honest with you, because now I want. Now. Now I want to do multiple cards. Now that I see my cards, but I think we're gonna go in with the Moon Witch Oracle. All right, we handling Bidnai's. It just came up, but anyways, all right, y'all. There's okay, so since yesterday, or maybe like the day before yesterday, I've been saying like, what do you really want? And then it's interesting because I want a few things, and that's okay. Um, walking my own path, doing my own thing, but I also do want to experience something else that doesn't really involve that. So saying that I want both and just working on both, keeping my energy connected to both, period. And let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. One thing I realized is that, yeah, one of the things I realized is that you don't have to always pick and choose. Like, you don't have to just this or that. You can have both. It's just maintaining your faith. So when you think about bringing in new things into your life, it's not more so of, oh, I can only have this or that. No, like I can have this, but it's maintaining. Let me give an example. So say if you want a job, but you're also kind of like, but I don't want one, or I don't really care to have one, or it's kind of like, oh, I want a job, but I'd rather do this and a third. So that's kind of like separating your energy a little bit, because you're like, I can do this, but I don't really care to do this, but I want this, but I'm not really giving much to it because I'm over here trying to do this. So like your energy's in different places. But when you're kind of wanting, not when you're kind of, when you are wanting different things, it's more so of, I want this and I also want that. And I want both. So it's more so of your energy is still going that way versus retracting because of your butts, or retracting because you're like, I want that, but I don't really want it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want this, but I really want to do this. So it's kind of like, so what do you want? But what if it's like, I want this and I want that? I want this experience while I also want to do this as well. And now your energy like, okay, so you want that versus like, y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. So I just thought about an idea of just doing a one card pull, of just what message the universe wants to give us today to hold on to and to take in. Today is the 28th of February. Welcome to the age. So one of the things I also had looked into was about right now we are in the energy. It's basically like we're pregnant with Aquarius age. So we're not necessarily in Aquarius age, only based by astrology. They say, all ages last at least 2,160 years. And also what Google has said, this is Google though, it doesn't say that the Aquarian age doesn't start until 2,597. So that's the interesting thing. But a part also I have read was that a lot of times you will notice the new age coming in at least 900 to 720 years before the age actually begins. And it just reminded me of being pregnant. You're pregnant with your child, but you don't see your child until 9 months. But it does not mean that this child isn't growing. It does not mean that there isn't things that you can be doing and are doing to help nurture your child. Whether you're having your child listen to Beethoven, or you're giving your child affirmations, or you're drinking good and you're eating well so that you're also nurturing your child. But it made me think about that because I'm like, a lot of people say that we are in Aquarian age, but the truth is we're pregnant with it. And maybe we are, say whatever you want to say, but it's to say that it's very much here. It's very much coming. But the big shift, it seems like it's going to be happening over 500 years from now. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see that, but also very much interesting to see how it's said at least 900 years before it actually hits, you will notice that the energy is shifting and things are changing. So to me, it's like right now we're getting ready for what's to come. What y'all doing, city? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? All right, y'all. Somebody pregnant. And whether you're pregnant with a child, about to be pregnant with a child, or you're actually pregnant with so much that you have to give to this world, or birthing and allowing it to grow, because a child doesn't come out fully developed. She has to go through her process. They have to go through their process, as we all, right? All right, y'all, so let's pull one card. What's the message for today on February the 28th, y'all? It's Pisces season. It's Pisces season. One card. What must she have for us for February the 28th? Okay. Change is important. Release the past. You know what? I saw someone had talked about this on Twitter. They had said something about, oh, people make it sound easy to just say, oh, release the past, release the past. It's one thing to say it, but it is another thing to also know how can we release the past. And for me, I always think about, as I'm thinking about releasing the past, asking myself, what in the first place, what am I holding on to? Whether it's old ideas of who I was or how I was. Let's just say you want to be a different person. You want to step differently. You have to forgive yourself for not doing that as well, possibly. And you also have to allow yourself to build the muscle in this new place that you're going into. Also, it is looking at your situations from a more third eye level, from a more soul perspective. So a lot of times when we're looking about things, whether we experience things that were very distasteful, things that really hurt us, allow ourselves to gain lessons from them when we take our personal feelings out of it. I know, right? It happened to us. We took it personal. We felt a way. But releasing them, releasing yourself, and knowing that you are not your past. Everybody like to say that, oh, you'll know who a person is by their past. People change. I hate to tell you, because some people don't like to hear it, but people change. The question is, are you going to allow yourself to change? Not hold yourself to who you were or how you were, or maybe even the old stories you tell yourself. Maybe you want to change your career and you have these ideas about how to make money and how money is made. So it's addressing the conflicts, addressing what is stopping you, whether in love or what bothers you or what actually ignites you, what gets you going, what makes you happy. Acknowledging those things and choosing those things day in and day out. So change is important. Release the past. It's just very much giving, especially seeing, I see like duality here. I see degrees here, not only from the way they're looking west and east, north. I'm pretty sure there's probably a girl in the south. And then also seeing their hands right here. They have their hands out like giving surrender. It's giving come to me. It's giving welcome, And even the way the wolf is looking at her. And then she's also holding this. I didn't notice that she was holding these things. She has fire in her hand. She has something blooming in her. This is a blooming this is like a plant. And she's holding it. Fire is desire. Fire is also action. And to change, a lot of times, I'm also about building confidence and self-esteem. You have to put yourself out there and or practice that thing. You become confident once you know a little bit more of your flow. You become confident when you know what you're talking about. You become more confident when you have put in energy and time into a thing. Sometimes confidence isn't just, oh, I know I look good. Sometimes confidence is like, I know that I can be a great lover, and then also practicing it. I hear that sometimes we are afraid because we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be disappointed. We don't want to be wrong. We don't want to embark on things if we're not sure. But that's the thing. If your energy isn't like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, whether it's a career, whether it's this, that, and third, and if you have conflicting energies, that's like, oh, I want this thing, but, oh, I want this, but, it's like you're taking yourself forward and you're pulling yourself backwards, versus being like, hey, I want this, let's go. I want this, show me the way. I want this, I'm going this way. Then the universe, the energy will start issuing in things, issuing in energy for you to walk that path. So it's more so giving, release the past of what you've been told, how we've been told to live life. If it's not resonating with you, if people that swear that things are reality is all about perception. Reality is about what we have made it. And a lot of us are looking to move forward from what was and to move forward into what we want it to be. Okay? Taking our power back. This is very much taking our power back. And the interesting thing also about Aquarius is that it's talking about also us forging our own destiny, us walking our own destiny. People as individuals are going to start telling themselves and allowing themselves to come up with, what does my destiny look like for me? It's not fate, it's not written, it's not this thing already set in stone. It's something that I'm writing along the way. Period. I don't care what no one says. You have not written your story. You have desires, but your actions are what writes your story. You allowing yourself to meet your desires with your actions is what is writing your story. There's nothing set in stone. Everything's up in the air. Everything's a possibility. And when I'm hearing this change is important, allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to put yourself out there. Allow yourself to be the one that's going to give yourself the permission day in and day out to show up, day in and day out, to go get what it is that you want. The past no longer really matters. It's about what we are doing day in, from now on, what we're doing day in and day out to better ourselves, to become more knowledgeable, to gain more wisdom, to learn ourselves, to give ourselves more compassion, to stand on what we stand on today. I'm going to go in and read this card, but sometimes it's not that we don't want to change. It's sometimes that people are holding us to something and we feel like we have to stay in that particular mode. The truth is, people can change. To say that people don't change is weird. It's to say that every day is sunny, or every day the sun stays and the darkness never have a time to shine. It's not a thing. Everybody has the space to change, so do you. You do not have to stay the same if you are seeking change. And if you're asking, how can I change? Ask yourself, Kayla, how can I change? What is it that I really want? So let's read the card. What is it that you want for yourself for real? I just saw like a picture of me sitting on a beach somewhere with a book, and I'm somewhere in Italy. I'm somewhere in Africa. I'm somewhere chilling on the beach, have my mimosa. I might have a joint somewhere, and I'm enjoying the view. Okay, that's what I see. And the question is, okay, is there any beliefs that I should address and acknowledge that might be like, but this, but that? No. Show me where to go, what to do, so I can have that. And have faith and belief that is yours and that you can have it. So let's move forward. Heket. I wonder how to pronounce this for real. We're going to really pronounce this name the right way. Heket. Let's see what the pronunciation is. I had to text this person in a minute. Hecate. That is not what I thought. Hecate. Okay. And it has the goddess there. Okay. Hecate. The goddess Hecate, which means God. Okay. These things are energies. These things are understandings. So change is important. Change is important. Hecate is a goddess of magic, witchcraft, crossroads, ghosts, herbs, poisonous plants. She is the protector and liberator of women and the breaker of change created by man. I'm about to fall out the chair. I fail, y'all. Free and independent. She is love and anger. Duality! Come on now. Light and darkness. She is the priestess of the dark moon. Heket is a witch. Heket can see in all directions, in all points of time. I was like, sis is very much giving me east, west, north, south, all the degrees in between. Very much. Very much. She can see all. Okay, Heket can see all the directions and all the time, all the points of time, the past, the present, and the future. She is here to remind you that changes are crucial for growth. She can see it firsthand. She has seen it firsthand. Sometimes she asks us to let go of what is familiar in order to travel to the darker places of our soul. But do not fear. Those who seek Heket's protection can move safely in darkness. You see your own protection, okay? This is very much just giving energy that you have the power to swim in your darkness. You have the power to walk those paths. It's very much giving 8 of Cups. It's very much giving 8 of Cups. I'm willing to walk this sandy road. I'm willing to walk these mountains to have what I desire, the happiness that I desire, the caliber and the standards of the life that I choose to have. But I also love the light and darkness because to me, that's a tool. To be able to really be in the light and the darkness, you are using it as a tool. It gives you a whole different type of understanding. Also, there was this sign. Have I taken a picture of it before? I think I have like a month ago because to me, I think that sign has already been that way. But it is what it says, the evidence of life is changing, or change is the evidence of life. And that is real. To sit here and be like, everything has to stay the same, this doesn't change, it is what it is, it's not the truth. It's just not how it works. We change all the time. Our cells change, they regenerate, they reborn again. Our hair changes, our body changes, our mind changes, everything changes. I just heard, what channel are you turning on to? Where are you changing? How does that look for you? And don't put no limits on yourself. Yes, that's over there, but when you open up that door, when you have that desire, when you're asking for that thing, it's very much going to bring it to you. Do you believe that? And you might have to build that belief because a lot of us have been told different things, right? We've been told different things. There's all these different words to try to make you afraid or to scare you, to make you stay complacent. But baby, change is inevitable. The world, as I was reading the ages, I'm like, even though they say I understand the concept, there's nothing new underneath the sun, but it's never the same. Let's not get that twisted. It's never the same. It always evolve one way or the world. I don't look at change like this. I look at it like it's constantly going up. It's constantly evolving. It's going to go up and up and up and up. Just think about, like, let's say something that we all know, cell phones. We know what the first iPhone was. And now look at the iPhone that we got today. I remember when there was like this LG phone. I don't remember what it's like, LG Neon, something like that, but I had it. So you could like slide it up and you have a little keyboard, and also you can close it. And the only way that you can do touchscreen is if you were to dial the number. So I remember sitting there like, oh, I had basically like a touchscreen phone, but that's the only thing it can do was if you were to press the numbers. And I'm like, oh, I wish they had just a touchscreen where we can just touch the screen. And then next thing you know, Apple comes out with a whole phone that is a touchscreen phone. We went crazy. We went crazy. And look at us. We're just constantly evolving. You remember when there was, phone right here, phone right there. Now we got screen right here. It always evolves. Nothing is literally ever the same. It constantly changes. And the way that these kids are going to be coming into this world, y'all, I can't wait to meet them. I can't wait to meet them. I can't wait to meet them because it's always a level up. And this is what's happening. And I love it. So let's continue forward. So I'm going to continue to read. If you are ever at a crossroads in your life and cannot make a decision, ask your higher self for guidance. It says ask her, but ask yourself. Ask yourself. Ask whatever you feel comfortable saying. Because say your spiritual guide, say your ancestors, say God, divine, say yourself. Because some of us have to build our relationship, but it's all really one. So ask whatever. Ask all. Shit, at this point, ask all. Put it out there in the universe. Ask the trees. Ask the energy. Ask the sun. Ask anything. Yourself, though. You know what I mean? Ask nature. Ask the moon. Sit with the pen and paper on the darkest night of the month and write down your question. Once finished, leave the paper at the crossroads or right outside your door, like in ancient times. Oh, these people are onto something. Together with an offer for this person and her dogs. That can be water. Put some water out there. Or put a crystal. Hell, put a lighter or something. It's fire. You know what I mean? Do whatever. Put a piece of leaf. I don't fucking know. But it's very much giving the intention of receiving. You give something, it's giving the very much the energy I'm going to receive something back. Okay? She will travel to all parts of your timeline and will bring you the answer. When she returns, watch out for signs. Watch out for signs. Pay attention to your dreams, and especially to her loyal messengers: dogs, horses, owls, bats, snakes, boars, raisins, and currants. Any night blooming plant: cinnamon, myrrh. I got myrrh. Mugwort, honey, black tourmaline, that's a crystal. Black oxen, that's a crystal. A smoky quartz, that's a crystal. Pure. And that's it. So it's very much giving, keep your crystals on you, but keep your ears open, keep your heart open. But it's most definitely going to come to you from you. Change is inevitable. So leave yourself that space and know that it's possible and that you can have it. Whether it's you wanting to change your diet. And it's not to say it's easy. Like, think about when a tree or a plant bursts through the ground, or a seed comes out of its shell. It's gonna have to push through the soil. But you have this energy. You got this, okay? So I'm gonna leave that there. Change is important. Release the past. Ask yourself, how can I release the past? Tell yourself in the mirror, I release the past. I give you permission to move forward. I give you permission to rewrite it, to write your story, because every day is a new page. Every moment you are writing a new story. The question is, what is your story going to be? What do you want it to be? What is the end goal? What is the end results? And what is the process to get you there? But let's start with the first step. The first step. Show me the first step. Show me the next. Take the next. Take the next. But this showing you, this is something that you're going to ask yourself. The answers are not outside of you. it's all within you. This person, this energy that they're really talking about, is something that you already hold on to. But it's you putting it out there in the universe. It's you setting the tone. It's you giving this question and expecting an answer. And release it. And allow it to come. All right, you guys. Be you. Stay true. And always remember, honey, stay golden. All right, y'all. Bye.